We in the South obviously have never let go of the Civil War.
For school teacher Jerry McCraw, this 300-acre farm is a piece of family history. The property was deeded to the family 175 years ago by President Andrew Jackson. For 16 years, the land has witnessed another kind of history, the reenactment kind.
40 yards! Commence firing!
We in the South love boom. Come on, let's be realistic.
Every spring, hundreds of Civil War reenactors and thousands of spectators gather to watch the South rise again.
Left wheel march!
The Federal Army come out of Middle Tennessee to occupy North Alabama.
It's called the Siege of Bridgeport.
Yesterday we died gloriously on the field of battle. Today we won.
It doesn't depict an actual battle, although Civil War troops did camp on this ground. Each year, Confederate troops claim victory.
That's a great thing about reenacting is I get to kill my best friends and let them kill me the next day.
But now the owners of this property face another kind of war. Less than 100 yards from the battlefield is TVA's Widows Creek fossil plant.
About all of my neighbors swinging.
McCraw says it's all due to another TVA coal ash pond. 15 months ago, hundreds of Tennessee families were devastated when the ash pond in Kingston ruptured, spilling 1 billion gallons of sludge. TVA officials say there's no indication a smaller leak at Bridgeport could turn into that kind of nightmare, but they'd rather be safe than sorry. All the land surrounding this farm has been purchased for what McCraw calls a fair price, but he says he and his brother aren't selling.
You know, I can understand when my neighbor sold it. I hope TVA understands why we don't want to sell it. It's just part of our heritage, and we think somehow that people should be able to hold on to that heritage.
In the meantime, the siege of Bridgeport will go on.
Well, unlike the Monday morning storms, though, last night we could see the storm coming. Tonight, videographer Alan Fairbanks goes back and recreates just what happened in our continuing coverage.
We have a new tornado warning for southern Hamilton County and southeastern Marion County. Seek shelter ahead of that storm. It's moving very rapidly to the north and east.
It was totally clear on Signal Mountain, and as we came down towards the base, it started to get a little worse.
We've had reports in the newsroom of several funnel clouds.
It looks like something out of a movie. If you've ever seen the movie Twister, it looks like something out of the movie Twister.
Moments ago, of course, damage and problems along Chickamauga Dam.
Coming across the dam, noticed a swirling in the air with debris. Hit the construction site down there, picked up a bunch of debris, bounced across the top of the bridge. As it bounced across the top of the bridge, it brung all the fences in, threw them on the ground. Proceeded to go over the dam, bounce off the other side. Me and another motorist were trying to pull the fence away so people could get by, and just one after another, cars kept piling up.
Well, police dispatcher has called into our newsroom right now. The dispatchers are telling us that a tornado did hit the bridge there.
I mean, this literally took everybody by surprise. I mean, you've got not just the dam, you've got other places with damage.
Something definitely came through this area, and we've got witnesses saying that it looked like a funnel cloud.
It was pretty quick. I say it was 45 seconds. It was there and it was gone.
It just happened. Debris was just settling down into the creek. It was a mess, and Juan's eyes were about that big around when I got there.
We have confirmation of a house that has been severely damaged at the Lake Resort Terrace area.
All of a sudden there's some real heavy winds, and we heard a lot of car alarms going off, people screaming.
Some of the trees have been lopped off, you know, about halfway up and just sheared off at the very tops. Unfortunately, some of those tree tops then fell down on top of homes and caused a lot of damage.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before. It was just so quick, so sudden.
You know, they always say, oh, Chattanooga's protected by the ridges.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, how many tornadoes have we had in Chattanooga in the past 15 or 20 years? There's just not been that many.
I guess they'll change their mind now.
Man, I'll be eating my words tomorrow.
So as we head through the overnight, I expect these thunderstorms to move on to the south and east, and I also expect them to slowly diminish in intensity, which is great news for all of us.
It lurks in your bathroom, waiting to strike, day or night.
The mouth harbors literally thousands of different type of germs and organisms that you don't want to be a part of.
Dentist Paul Baker knows all about the ills associated with your toothbrush. He says patients rarely think about it, but your toothbrush could be responsible for making you sick.
You would not sit an eating utensil on top of a counter after you've eaten with it and then leave it for a few hours and come back without rinsing it off or washing it and put it back in your mouth.
That's exactly what we do with our brushes. Bacteria grows in warm, moist environments, and when a wet toothbrush comes in contact with another brush,
you can actually pass bacteria from one toothbrush to the other.
Dr. Bacon says you can even get germs from a tube of toothpaste. Check this out. It happens when you touch the tip of the tube to the bristles on the brush. Not to mention the toothpaste inside the tube won't save you. Dr. Bacon says that does nothing to disinfect your brush.
I didn't know that.
To kill the bacteria between the bristles, Dr. Bacon recommends soaking your brush in hydrogen peroxide once a week or running it through the dishwasher. Also, change your toothbrush every 3 months or sooner if you've been sick. In Cleveland, Joe Legee, WDEF News 12.
It's here.
It's snowing and raining and freezing raining.
Oh, it's pretty bad, bro. Surprise.
Never seen snow before.
It's crazy.
This is ridiculous. What happened to this person over here?
Oh, I just started sliding.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3 there.
3, 4, 5, 6.
There's 2 more in the ditch over there.
I tried to bypass a car that was in the middle of the road.
This is nuts. There's people off the road everywhere.
And slid straight into the ditch.
I'm gonna try to make it though.
Yeah, she goes through, we see how it goes, and then we decide if we want to take it or not. And I think we're gonna do it. She made it just fine.
Looks like he's stuck in a ditch. I don't know.
We attempted. She got stuck and we went around and it just didn't happen.
So now his back wheels are sunk into the mud, huh?
I thought by rocking the truck we'd be able to get out, but I just kind of dug a bigger hole for myself.
Oh, now we got some people coming down the hill behind me. He's sliding. Let me,
This is a series of unfortunate events right now.
I just wanted to get some money today and chill. And this is what we end up doing.
Hey, you gonna ask that girl to use her phone?
This is a waste of time. Hey, can I use your phone?
I want to make a shout out to my mom. Hey, Mom, I love you. I'm sorry. You were right. I shouldn't have left the house.
Why are you? Hi, Dad. Will you do me like the biggest favor ever? Will you please come get me out of this ditch on Bowman Road? We're just stuck out here.
Yeah, just waiting for that magical unicorn to just come over here and knock us that way.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna die out here. Well, he wrecked his truck into a ditch too, so.
Us Southerners cannot drive in snow and ice.
I don't know how to describe this. Look at this. That guy's just driving around as happy as can be. Unstuck car.